So welcome to 42 video of the series, and in this video we will discuss how to work with functions. Whatever we have learned up to this point, we will convert every learning to an exercise, and we will try to get to a solution. So we have some different questions, and we will try to cover all the solutions in this video. This video will cover all the combination of all the things that we have done up to this point. So make sure that you are done with all the videos before this video. So basically, you make sure you watched all the function video before this exercise video. Okay, so let us start with the video. Welcome back, and Sautar Party again, and in this video we will discuss about a question and how to solve it. Basically, we have the question that we have to create a calculator. Which calculator will do the all the functionality that a calculator really does. We are creating a simple calculator here. That is, we are going to multiply, add, subtract, and divide. The aim of the project is that we will take the dynamic input from a user. This value will be added, subtracted, multiplied, or divided as per the choice of the user. So taking the choice from the user is also another challenge. So we will divide this math function with exercise in several parts. Initially, we will simply take the input, do the function, and we add other functions too, and then we'll add the choice. Let us start with the video, and let us start with the questions, guys. So here, what we need to do, we need to create a calculator, right? So we knew few things already, that we need to define few functions here. That is, a function will be a sum. Okay, inside this sum we will take two values, so I'm just giving a and b for now. Okay, and in this what we're going to return a plus b. Okay, this is what we want to return. Same thing, same function can be created again and again. So you can also write, you know you can copy and paste, and I will simply modify the function. Okay, so I'm going to subtract. Okay, in this I will simply change the symbol of some subtraction, basically. Okay, then we will simply divide. Okay, and for divide we simply use slash, and then we will multiply. As we know, we will use star for multiplication. Obviously we have to change the name, so multiply is the will be the name. Okay, so we already have, let us make it sum underscore, because sum is a keyword, so we don't want to use the same word. It will be, it will not go in our good condition, so basically we use sum underscore. Okay, this is the name, this is the name of the function, this is the functionality. As you can see, we are getting all the results. Okay, so what we can do, we can simply start creating a function which will take the input. Now we already have the function, we can simply call the name and give the input and get the output. So the aim of this function will be to take the input. So I'm defining the function in intake. Okay, just taking the input for this function, and let me think, let me say I'm going to take an input. Okay, so we will simply use input, uh, enter your choice. Okay, and say, I'm going to say that, you know one for sum, two for, say, subtraction, three for, say, addition, sorry, division, and four for multiplication. And this is the choice that we are going to take. Guys, again, one thing that you need to mind, that we are taking number for as an input. Okay, so when we're taking a number as an input, we need to make sure that we are making it as an integer. Okay, second thing, we need to take a variable too, so we are taking a variable here, and in the variable I will take the input. Okay, second thing that we definitely need to mind, that as we are taking the input, we have to give some space. So you can give his input, say, like this, and we will take some input from here. Okay, so this is the line that we will be using while you call the function. It will take some input from the user. As per the input, it should do some functionality. So if, so say var equals to 1. Okay, and definitely we want to take two inputs more, that is two values. So for a, we will take input first number, number, and again guys, it will be an integer. So we want to make sure that it is an integer. Okay, I'm not considering the choice of a float right now. I'm just making a simple calculator, so I'm just taking complete whole number, not taking any float number. Okay, for the second number, obviously we need to write second number. Okay, again we have to provide some space too, guys, obviously. Okay, mind the space. And once you're done with this, okay, make sure the variable name is b. Okay, now what we're going to do, we have the choice. So if the var value is simply 1, we can simply call the sum function. So one is for sum. Let me check. Yes, it is for sum. So we'll call sum underscore, and we'll pass the two values. Okay, and these two values will be a and b, obviously. Okay, and we get some value in the return. Okay, so whatever value we get in the return, okay, simply we want to print that value. We can take the variable too. So again guys, if you want to take a variable, you can take a variable. If you don't want to take a variable, you can simply print the value. I'm taking variable to make it more precise. Okay, I'm printing the value of v. Okay, we can skip the step 2. We can simply take the take this line and print there. That will also work. So both will work, doesn't matter. So if this, and I want to do this. Okay, again I'm going to copy and paste the whole code block. And in the next, what we're going to do, we'll simply write if, and again we need to make it elif. Okay, and in this case we are going to for this choice, the second choice. So second number, if the choice is 2, we again say that it is subtraction, so we will use sub. Okay, again the same value will be passed to it, and we already know that it will give us the result. Okay, again going further, let me copy this time this block, and let me print it. Let me make the choice 3. Okay, I'm again calling the function. Which function will be called here? Division. So going to for division here, again enter, again aleph, again the value choice will be 4. Okay, the subtraction will be replaced by multiplication, because fourth is multiplication, and this should do everything, I believe. It will work perfectly. I don't see any issue right now. And after this, obviously we need to know if the user want to continue or not. That is something that we definitely need to make sure. And once we get the result, once we have printed the value, we get out of the print statement. So at the end, we need to ask the user, you know if he wants to continue or not. So something like that, we will definitely go with it. And before that, let us be done with this particular function. So in this function, as you can see, we have 1 2 3 4 and 5 function right now. 4 function will simply do the calculation thing basically. And this function will simply use the whole body. That is, it will ask for the inputs and all those things, and once it is done, it will simply go out, guys. And again, we can add a while loop inside this too. So when we call this function, a while loop will start running, and it will keep asking if we want to continue or not, and something like that we can do. Okay, to achieve this, we need to move the whole block, right? So let us start with a while loop. While true, okay, and the value is true basically, so it will keep running, and it will do all the functionality again and again. Okay, uh, we need to press a tab here, so we get inside the body of the while loop. And inside the while loop, again guys, at the end, after the if condition, all those condition have been met, uh, last condition that we want to again run is if, before this we need to take an input. So choice, let it make it ch, no issue with that, and we take the input, want to continue. Okay, and y for yes, and for no. Okay, and let it make it like this only. So like this, and make it and here. So I think it will be far better, and user will give his choice right next to it, which will be taken by the ch. And after this, we can simply check if ch is equals to n, obviously. So if the user choose to be n. Again guys, same issue. If anything apart from n will be chosen, so it will keep running, and if n is choose, it will simply go out. Okay, so y is basically not making much difference here. Any other choice will be simply yes. Okay, so simply we will break the loop. Okay, we give it out of it. So let us try with the code. So let me run the code again. So again, we're going to have the choice 1, 2, 3, 4 for division, multiplication, and all the values that will be given. So we'll choose one for adding the value. So one for adding the value, and now we want to give some values. So we are giving 5 and 6, and we're getting the result here. So this is the result here, and we are asked that if you want to continue or not. If yes, okay. If yes, then what is the value? I'm going to choose multiplication. I want to multiply 4 by 5, and we're getting 20, and this is the output. Okay, we can choose no. As you can see, the output is not that much visible, so we can make it more more effective by adding a line or something like that. We can do that too. It is on us. If you want to make it more presentable, that is something that you need to choose. So obviously guys, there's a lot of improvement that you can do in this code, obviously, and you can try that. In the next video we will try to do it in a different way. This is all for this video. Make sure you're doing the code first, then you comparing your code. Not Do not copy and paste. It will be not useful. Okay, see you in the next video guys. Thank you.